Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Boulder Rotary. I'd like to have Roger Foreman lead us in the pledge and the four-way test.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The four-way test. Of the things we say and do, is it truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you, Roger. So welcome to Boulder Rotary, the best place to be on a Friday afternoon, whether you're in the room or on Zoom. I'd like to have Jancy Campbell help introduce the guests here in the room today.
Greetings. We are excited to welcome our guests today. And first of all, would any visiting Rotarians stand up? And please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Peggy Reed. I'm from the 710 Westminster Club. This club is a great club. You meet in the middle of the day. I like that a lot. I've been a Rotarian for about 6 months, and I'm very glad to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, and will all other guests stand up? Oh, yes. Excellent.
Welcome, friends.
Welcome, friends. Thank you. Okay, let me wind around.
Peggy's going to introduce. Peggy and Rick Daggett are my guests, but Rick is Peggy's friend, introducing him to our club, and so she's going to introduce him.
Please meet Rick Daggett. I call him Ricky. You don't have to. Rick's recently retired. He was in the insurance business, and he hired my little sister once, which I think was not your best hire. Previously to being in the insurance business, Ricky was a Navy pilot in Vietnam, and he flew planes off of ships, which I think is brave and maybe a little stupid. Please meet Ricky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because of the camera.
Okay.
Okay, we have a number of guests today, and I would like to introduce Steve McCarthy. You turn around and smile and wave at the fans over there. Steve is a former speaker here when he talked about the Sochi Olympics back a few years ago, and he's part of the entourage for our speakers program today. Yeah, so Art, do you want to stand and do the honors, or shall I do Jack and Sorelda too?
Glad to. My name's Art Hershey. I have the misfortune of addressing you later this morning, or this afternoon. I want to introduce my wife, Sharon Linkletter. If the name sounds familiar, and we're a regular crowd, it should sound familiar. She's the daughter of Art.
Thank you.
Art had a favorite story.
Yep.
As you know, he used to do the show called Kids Say the Darndest Things, and he had a young man, who was very sad. And Art says, "What's wrong?" He said, "Oh, my doggie died." And Art says, "Oh, that's a shame, but at least your doggie is up in heaven." And Art, the child looked at Art and said, "What does God want with a dead dog?" My favorite story. Daughter of Sharon Linkletter is Stacy Ray, who is here from Atlanta. Not because she wanted to hear me talk, but because she has two sons who are on the team at, what school was that again? Oh, yeah, Colorado. I'm sorry. Max Ray, Jake Ray. After seeing them, you understand why they're on the team. Jake's lady in waiting, Anna Jerkovic. And this lady in waiting, Amy Lane, for Stacey Ray. We haven't caught them yet. Okay. And good friends of mine and luminaries here in your fair city, Jack Mills and Sorelda Mills, folks.
Hi, this is Annette Tenander Bank. Annette is a friend and personal trainer for Janet and me. She lives in Louisville now, but she's originally from Sweden, and she competed in the 1976 Olympics in Montreal in the high jump, and in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles in the heptathlon. In between those two events, she was on the CU track team, and she still holds the school record in those two events, the high jump and the heptathlon.
Long jump.
Long jump. Long jump, I'm sorry, not high jump.
Good afternoon. I'm Dorothy Rupert, and I was going to celebrate my 95th birthday, but you know what? George ain't here, and I ain't doing it without George. So I'm going to hang on long enough to have my birthday party, though, here. In the meantime, I live at Fraser, as you know, and so we have a wide range of people who live there, people in their 90s or 100s, and young'uns like people in their 60s, like David Askey, who moved into Fraser, and we've become friends. One reason is he's from eastern Nebraska, so that's where I grew up. So we have that in common, and I wanted him to meet you and for you to meet David. So thank you for having us here. I love being back here.
Thank you. Have we missed anyone? Thank you so much.
We're going to let Marty just introduce the team.
We have the good fortune of being able to be on Zoom as well as in the room. So I would like to wave at and introduce two of the friends there. Jim Kearney, who is from Orange, California. He's got the backdrop of the lake, or at least he did. And then Jessica Bars, who's been here before and is finishing some tests and hopes to be able to come back and see about a membership. So welcome to them. And thank you, Fred, for the ability to see who's on Zoom. It's always wonderful.
Hi, I'm here to introduce our guest online via Zoom, and I think we have Dominica, who's past president of the club in Jamaica. Would you like to unmute yourself and say hi?
I'm past President Dominica of the Rotary Club of Montego Bay. I'm glad to be with you again. I am with you almost every week. And I'm very happy to say that my friend Vijay from India has just joined us. And he's a marathon visitor of Zoom meetings. Thank you for having me again.
Thanks so much. We're glad you came again. And then we also have Glenn Stam. Would you like to say hi, Glenn, to your son?
Hey, Dad, are you out there? No, we may have lost him. I can see his internet skills have not increased lately.
All right.
I'm just kidding out there, Pops. You know that.
All right. Well, I think that's everybody. Thank you all for joining us in person and on Zoom. Hope you enjoy the program.
Thanks, everyone, for being here, whether you're online or in the room. I know we have around 22, and I really was kidding, Dad. I'm not He would say the same thing to me if the situation were reversed. So a couple of announcements from the podium. Rotary 101 webinar is on November the 9th. It's at 7 p.m. If you don't know what that is, our district is putting that on. Michael McHale, are you in the room? Are you a part of that as well? Michael McHale, our own district trainer, is going to help along with some other of the district trainers here with District 5450. Essentially, that's a 1-hour event on Rotary 101. There is a link to sign up in the rib, so I encourage you to do that, especially any new members, just to kind of get the basics of Rotary. 7 p.m. November 9th for 1 hour. The book club is in the process of selecting their next read. There is a great list that I saw come through on email that everyone's trying to solicit input on. So if you have any ideas or you have a horse in the race on what you want to read, please contact Darla Schuth. Also next week is Veterans Day, a final call to send your service photos to Mike Brady so you can be recognized at next week's meeting. And we're also going to have a very special presentation from our own Bill Meyer on some local history and how it relates to veterans. So that's it from the announcements standpoint. If everybody could take out your raffle tickets, and while you're doing that, I'm going to go back to my auctioneer hat. You gentlemen play for CU? So I'm auctioning off 2 tickets to see these guys play tomorrow, 5 p.m. Games at 5 p.m. 50-yard line seats, about 50 rows up. It's supposed to be a really nice day, a really nice evening. The game is against the Oregon State Beavers. This is the second to last home game for CU. So if you'd like to go, do I hear $40? Do I hear $40? $40. I hear 40 from John. Do I hear 50? $50, $50, $50, anyone? Anyone? $50? $50, $50. Come on, come on, come on, come on, $50. $40 for you, sir. And again, these tickets were generously donated by our own member, Peter Ewing, to help raise money for the club. These are going to scholarships. So thank you, Peter Ewing. So the winning ticket, 724401. Jared Reese, congratulations, and thanks for supporting our scholarships. Thank you, Art. As I mentioned, that was the first games that I kind of ever remember, and my dad was actually there during the entire course of the games. And every time I hear Gershwin Rhapsody in Blue, I always think of those pianos and the opening ceremony sort of lined up with the archways, and I will never ever forget that. I also never thought I would hear Olympic dad jokes, so I'm grateful. By the way, do you know when a dad joke becomes a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Some groans over here.
You're making mine look better all the time.
That's what I'm trying to do. Let's go to the web in Las Vegas and membership moment with Nancy Chen Wagner.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I guess that's a yes. Today, for membership moment, I have Dollar Sheath. Are you there, Dollar?
I'm here, Nancy.
Thank you. Okay. Dollar's sponsor is Dennis Chaina. And Dollar Sheath is a BSN and an MBA, a healthcare professional with 40 years experience in healthcare delivery and leadership, from the bedside to the boardroom. And between 1992 and 2016, she served 3 hospice organizations as president and CEO. She has extensive experience in successful nonprofit organizations and operations, capacity development, fundraising, strategic planning, and board leadership and development. Dollar graduated from Marquette University's School of Nursing in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She also earned an MBA in Health and Medical Services Administration from Widener University in Chester, Pennsylvania. Dalla served on the board of directors of the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization and president of the Hospice and Palliative Care Association of the Rockies. Most recently, she was secretary of the Boulder chapter of the American Association of University Women and North Creek Homeowner Association. Dalla joined Rotary in 1999, first as a member of the Greeley Rotary Club, and then Boulder Rotary in 2001, making her a 24-year Rotarian. She served as president of the Boulder Rotary in 2009 to 2010. Throughout the years, she has led many of the club and district level Rotary committees, including RILA and a group study exchange to Southern Italy. She chaired 2 Rotary Districts 5450 conferences for past district governors, Norris Helmsmeyer and Peter Ewing. She currently chairs the Boulder Rotary Book Club and is a member of the Literacy Committee. She has received awards in 2003, the Boulder Rotary Club Service Above Self Award, Rotary District 5450's 4-Way Test Award in 2005, and also in 2005, she was recognized by the Boulder Chamber for her award in Women Who Like the Community. And in 2010, Boulder Daily Camera's Pacesetter Award in Science, Medicine, and Health. Dalla considers herself as an amateur fitness buff. She enjoys traveling, reading, skiing, hiking, biking, yoga, and she has 2 amazing adult children who has matured into caring, industrious citizens of the world and their families. Are you ready for question number 1?
I am.
Okay. What sports were you interested in when you were growing up?
Well, you know, I really love sports, but I'm going to say baseball in memory of my amazing 94-year-old dad who died this past year. He was a lifelong Atlanta Braves fan, even back when they were the Milwaukee Braves in Hank Aaron's era. And I know that he was with all of his children texting away during the World Series when they became the world champs.
Wonderful. Second question, if you had a magic wand and could change something in the world, what would it be and why?
Well, based on my research and participation in several district peace committee workshops this past year, here's my 14-foot view. I would change the world by asking everyone to listen more. We would all collectively take more deep breaths and listen. And we would all practice suspending our biases, prejudices, judgments, and stereotypes, and seek more opportunities to listen. So to me, that's the secret sauce to beginning to make the world a better place. Even though it's a pretty darn good world.
That's right.
Better.
Thank you, Dalla. My last questions. Can you tell us what committee in the Rotary made really an impact in your life?
My fondest memories of my committee involvement was all the different ways I got to participate in RILA back in the early 2000s as a counselor and as leader of the programs and leader of the conference. And I also really appreciated the opportunity I had to spend leading the district's group study exchange at the time. I know we don't call it that anymore, but group study exchange trip to Southern Italy in, 2002, I think it was. I just had the opportunity to learn so much, really connect with human nature, both here in our backyard as well as internationally. So wonderful, wonderful opportunities that I owe to Rotary.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Darla, to being on Membership Moment. And I hope all the Rotarians here in Zoom and also there at BJCC greet you the next time you visit.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. Back to you.
Thanks, Nancy and Darla. It's always nice to learn more about our own members. Can we please roll the brew?
Some people like to watch movies and read comic books. That's me. Other people like to read books and get together with other people who read books and have fun and talk about it. If that's you, then you should join Boulder Rotary's Book Club, which meets on the second Monday of every quarter from 5 to 6:30 p.m. The next one is on January 10th at Jancy Campbell's house. Now you're wondering what the book is. It hasn't been decided yet. There's so many I couldn't list them right here, but go to the Weekly Rib to see the list of the books. And up on the screen is Darla's email. Let her know what you would like for the January 10th book club. Have a great time reading.
Oh, no, be quiet. Okay, so this week's Rotarian on the Street is past president Darrell Brown. Okay, so today's question is, if people say, if the saying is, work like a dog, but dogs just lie around all day, what's up with that?
When they work harder than we do, and they have more fun doing it.
What's one of the things that dogs work, since you seem to think that they work?
My dog has actually a whole bone collection, and she has a project going at my office when I can bring her there, where she's working on a stick. The project's past due because she keeps sleeping.
Okay, you heard it from past President Darrell Brown. Thank you for being part of this week's Rotarian on the Street.
Boulder Rotary cares about its members. We even have a group of people who want to share members' victories and milestones and offer support when things aren't going so well. It's the Boulder Rotary Caring Committee. And you can help BRC be even more caring. Come to the meeting. It's November 10th, and it starts at 11. It'll be on the BRC Zoom. You can find a link in the rib. And if you know something about a member who needs some help or maybe needs a little bit of a pat on the back, let Gloria Thrall or Christina Louie know, and we'll take it to the Caring Committee. See you then.
With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. We are Rotary. We are people of action. Find out more at Rotary.org.
Right now, we're starting at the bottom of a great weekend. So let's say it all together. Have a great weekend.
Can I ask everyone to give Fred and Mike and Cassidy a hand, because the brew is just really awesome. One more quick favor. If somebody has the ability to take the extra food here to Attention Homes, it's at 3080 Broadway. The nearest cross street is Elder. It's near the Shell station. If anybody has that ability, please come over here after the... Jared, you got it? Jared's got it. Okay, thank you, Jared. I'd like to run the credits for today. Thanks to Bill Meyer, and thanks, Jared, for welcoming us here at the door. Desk and registration, Pam Hayek and Marcia Sprague. Thanks to Christina for running the raffle. Thanks, Cassidy, for being the Zoom moderator. And thank you, Lynn, Fred, Vanessa, and John for meeting management. With that, I'd like to declare this meeting closed. Have a great weekend.